be talking to you about turning negative situations into positive outcomes. The first thing you want to do is change your whole outlook and perspective on the situation. You can't go into it and say, oh, woe is me, I don't have money to pay my bills, or woe is me, I'm always arguing with my friends, I'm losing people that I care about in my life. You actually have to think about it as merely a temporary situation. It's not your actual final destination. The moment that you don't let yourself get defeated by the overall issue as soon as you experience it, then you can consider your perspective changed and you can be ready to move on and think about how to deal with the issue. The second thing that you want to do is actually appreciate the moment. Yes, I know that it's hard to appreciate a negative situation when you first get into it, but before you actually react to this situation, you need to find some kind of way to be thankful for it. And by being thankful for it, I mean looking at the silver lining. What lesson are you meant to learn from this issue? People don't just go through stuff just because the universe is against them and the universe needs somebody to punish right quick. They go through them because it offers an opportunity for you to grow, for you to mature, and for you to learn something or a valuable lesson that you can use in the future. The second thing you want to be appreciative of is the fact that this issue, as hard as it may seem, is not a roadblock. You don't have to stop there. It's not going to end your path. You don't have to start from scratch. It's actually a stepping stone. And the purpose of a stepping stone is to send you to a higher level, to send you to a new blessing, and to send you to a new starting place. And it'll be better off than where you started. So you have to be thankful for the fact that you're having this negative situation and the fact that when you get through it, because you are strong enough to do it, that you'll actually end up on a higher ground. The next thing you need to do is make sure that you're surrounded with some kind of support system. A lot of times we try to go through things on our own because we don't want anybody to know our business or anything like that. But you got to have a family member or a tried and true friend that you truly, truly trust. Somebody that you can open up to and really reveal certain things that you wouldn't show to everybody. And that person, you need to make sure that they're the right person. You need to make sure that this person is going to tell you exactly what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Because sometimes we have those yes men as our friends, and that's just going to boost us up, and we're going to end up making careless errors and not really solving the situation, but making a mess of it altogether. So you need to make sure that these people will hold you accountable for what you've done to put yourself in the situation so that you won't do it again, or you'll think twice before you do it again at least. And then you need to have somebody that's going to give you their honest opinion, an objective opinion, and they truly love and care about you so that you can take this all into account. Because sometimes we overlook solutions because we're so close to the situation at hand. And finally, you want to actually react to the issue that you've been dealing with, that you've been thinking about, that's been stressing you out. Notice that I put react last, okay? The first thing I wanted you to do is actually to realize that it's a temporary situation so you won't get defeated by the ideas of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas that can be going down at any moment and any time that can bring you down. The second thing that I wanted you to do is to be thankful for the moment. Realize that it's a stepping stone, and once you get through it, you're going to be on a higher ground, on a higher playing field, better off. And you're going to have some lessons that you can take with you in the future to make this process go smoother and better. The next thing I wanted you to do is talk it over with somebody, because whoever that is might need to calm you down before you start even thinking about solving your issue. You want to react with a calm mind state. If you are still emotionally bothered by the issue, you don't even need to deal with it. You need to step back, chill out, relax, and really think through it logically and try to be as objective as possible. Now, I know you're still going to have some emotions involved, but you don't need to be all fired up, upset, stressed out, crying, and all emotional when you're trying to deal with it. You have to keep a level head. And in keeping a level head, I actually want you to come up with a statement. And for the lack of a better name, I'm going to call it an I will statement. Once you have this situation, for example, let's say maybe a friend had to leave your life, or you lost somebody that you truly cared about because they took you for granted. You have to come up with an I will statement, something that you're going to do in the future to allow you to be more proactive with those situations. You never know when somebody's going to take you for granted, but you can also say, I will realize when somebody is treating me in a manner that is not to my liking, and I will always have a conversation with them about this, but if it's in my best interest, I'm going to cut my ties. Like, you can develop an I will statement for the future. If you have trouble with forgiveness, or if you have trouble with anger, I will always think about what I'm going to say and how I choose my words with somebody that I care about. Because a lot of times we fly off the handle over a little thing or a little tiny argument, and that ends up ending a friendship or ending a relationship or ending a bond that you shared with a family member. So when you are reacting to a situation, you always want to come up with an I will statement, and that'll be your guideline on how you deal with it. So if you're dealing with money, okay, I will set aside such and such amount of money every day or every month so that I can always save for incidentals like this. So at the end of the day, you want to have an I will statement that will apply to this situation, but also apply to similar situations in your future. And then that, my friends, is how you turn a negative situation into a positive outcome. Because by doing that, you'll actually have a proactive outlook on the future.